Hello and welcome. Right, we have just the feeding of the chickens to do. I think we ought to put a bit more in. We've got some eggs already from our little chicks. Oh, well, let's shut those because we are going through winter now. Yeah, so we are building our stock of apple juice up, and obviously we have got all the agricultural products growing in our greenhouses, only on a small scale, but yeah, it will add up in time. No, I want to get more, I don't want to get less to fill. Oh, now that's better. Say that should really tide us through the winter. I do love things like this where you fine-tune you'd sort of like the way you do things. I mean, the desk voice for this on this type of scale is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, right, okay, so we're going to go through till the morning. Eggs as well, I always forget. I think we might use eggs for some sort of baking. 48 pieces. Yeah, we'll switch our engine off a minute. And switch it on every morning. Right. Did we check this? Oh, we did check the sales. Yeah, we did, the Capello. Right, we're going to go through till... Now, obviously, we're not going to make a fortune from our businesses. We've got nothing selling. No business that's selling at present. Apart from if there's any tag ender digester, it won't produce a lot. We did nearly all of that, so that was that big amount. So let's go through till October, I think. I didn't pay it. I think it was. I think we were on September. Yeah, we were. I do remember. Oh, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I knew I was going to forget it. I'm a terror for that, really. I did see something that's rather interesting, though. In fact, two things that are rather interesting. Only one of which we can afford. But that... I know it's a little bit... So we've got a big class. A fairly big... I mean, I'd love that. Yeah, but again... But that we can afford. As just as is... And it is 155 horsepower. We will have bits and bobs done. Why can we not? Yeah, I think we'll go for that to begin with, and we'll go up from it, just so as it doesn't absolutely skin us. We can have like front 3 points and back 3 points. Oh no, we're not. We've already got a back 3 point, front 3 points, and all sorts of things stuck on it. I think in time, but for now, that's what we're having. Oh, I love it when... Yeah, I mean, I would love the massive, but it is what it is. So it's October. Stick that in. That should have a little bit more. And we'll have a look at the chickens, because I'd imagine offspring health of 90 to 100%. Why? Reproduction time 2 months. Offspring in 2 months. 21 out of 30. Yeah, so... And then, of course, they've got to get bigger and all the rest of it. Right, we want some lights on. So it's October. Let's have a look if we've got any goods in the time-saving stock check that we need to be selling at any particular time. Silage. Yeah, we're not doing anything with the silage. I realise that. So it's for hopefully future times when we actually... Apple juice is... Yeah, it's we've got quite a lot of it, but it's just not at its best yet. So we've got 8,751 litres. Now, is there a storage limit on that factory? Now, it's a fairly hefty factory, but... All my life, it is terrible. Oh, that's awful. Wow, that is a terrible amount. Okay, we're going to have to, like, spawn then, aren't we? And see what that does. I don't think I've ever done that. We've got the TPS, so let's go and have a look. Oh, okay, let's open the gate then. It won't let me jump it. It's a bit high. Let's have a look. What the spawning... Wow. This spawning area is, and here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we can store, which then should free up the... Oh, it doesn't. It's oh my life. This right. Okay. Looks like we need the services of our little tiny front loader, which I'm quite pleased with actually. That's it's working far better than you think. Right. I think we probably would be sensible if we offloaded straight onto the TPS rather than like double handled and just shift it and then... Although I suppose we could push them out of the way. Oh, just one light. That's your lot. And I could put lights on the... yeah, I've not got a toolbox yet, have I? Yeah, I could put lights on the lightweight. That is, of course, what its purpose is as well. It would assist us quite a lot. But for now, we're just going to push them out of the way, so as that in February we're going to have to obviously run them now, which is not using the power production to its best, but it looks like Stefan is wanting you to do that, otherwise you'd have a bigger storage. I mean, it is a fairly hefty factory, so you'd sort of think, oh, I hate it when he does that. Yes, and it's even worse because we're on like a factory. So how can we fix that? That is the question, isn't it? We have to actually go up using the up in the landscaping that costs us money that we haven't really got at present. And it doesn't do it nicely. As I said, this is my least favourite of all of the tools. It's because it's the most horrible. We might be able to, but it usually undoes everything that you've done all in one go. Yeah, you just like nicely fix it, and then it like undoes it all. Didn't seem too bad actually. If we fix, yeah, that's not too bad actually. So all we need to really do is sort of push them. Yes, had I realised this, I would have put this in a slightly different place, because although I don't know that we have got that anywhere else it could go. So just push. It's not really how I intended to do that. Yeah, I've got to master the quick. It's ooh, okay. I'm trying sort of. Also, I've still got to. I'm not really at great terms with this yet either. Let's see, can we? It seems to. Oh no, just as the one. Now they don't all like stacking on each other, but so this one seems to be all right. Yeah, we might get some bees, and we might do the other one, because the apple honey is the better of the two. This you've seen, it's not terrible, not by any stretch of the imagination. Should if we shift this, yeah, that's what I was thinking. So what's it like inside now, storage-wise? If we can sort of clear that and double that, I'm happy. Oh my life. No. So they're very tiny. Yeah, I've got a mod for larger pallets. That's not working either. There's a lot of things that have been broken. Yeah, I'm doing about FS25. It'd be nice if FS22 was sort of fixed, really. Keeps on getting broken by the makers. It just gets right and then they break it again. Yeah, which I've not. Yeah, that's definitely different to FS19. In my personal opinion, it's definitely much worse. The same as modders having to change things all the time to map meet. That's new as well. Yeah, I mean, it's a tiny little amount, isn't it? This is the only time I'm really tempted to go auto load, for the fact if you're going to do this, I suppose it's a once a year job. Is that really? Let's pull this back. Let's start to use the bigger loading area down here, where we could literally it's quite a nippy little thing. Yes, once you get used to this, I think I'll be alright with the quick. It's a really beautiful system, the quick M140. Let's grab another couple. Yeah, it's not very nice having to go on the road. That's what I'm saying. I'd have done it the other way around had I realised it was going to do this. That's got both. I was hoping it would just be nice to me. Let's shift this on top. Yeah, so I may for this particular type of thing, actually, for once, do this where we do the auto load. Put it in specially. So I don't want to be spending. Yeah, I mean, I say Hall Aileron at the very beginning of FS22. I did literally manually load even for that because I always intended for everything now that's pulling the 2 to never auto load really after a certain bit, but I should have. To push again and then grab a couple. We're right on the edge of that precipice. Should really get another couple up here. So what are we down to? 2, 3, 4, 6. So another 8 odd tons on top of what we've got if we crack on. Yeah, I wasn't intending on doing this. That this session was going to be monstrous for this type of thing, really. Yeah, the only reason I'm talking about auto load, I have no problem at all with loading those all manually. It's just that I'd have to keep switching traffic off or something like that because it would annoy me. I would annoy the drivers. They're going to beep at me and that type of stuff. So, yeah, it's only for that reason. I really know with Zilonka, I literally manually loaded all day long, lots and lots of loading. So, really, I've not a problem with that. But it's this when you've got to like go like this and you're going to get drivers bip you and all that type of stuff. So yeah, that's what concerns me. Let's do this. We really nearly, I think we nearly got it cracked. Yeah, so I might well, I don't know if I've still got them in. It's just I never used them. I think I took most of them out because I thought, well, what's the point in having mods in that I'm never going to use? And it's true, but then that's why I always say never. You don't ever know what's going to make you rethink a strategy that you normally do have. Right, so then should be able to go through another month, and yeah, it's true, we've got things coming in, but we've got no cash. We are literally dead in the water. Now stick your lights on. We've just fed them, yeah, that's why they don't need feeding. We sort of like then ran into that brick wall. So we're going to go through till November. We'll probably not be able to afford anything in the sales at all. Because we're skint. I mean, we have invested heavily in infrastructure, which is going to pay in the long run. So it's, yeah, we are really doing well, but you just don't see it. Yeah, all my life. Production costs, property maintenance. Oh, I don't think somehow we can afford that. Yeah. So let's do our animals. It shouldn't really take us an awful lot at all. Yeah, that's it. It's done it already. How many eggs have we got now? We had 48. Can't see, it won't let me see. It's not showing me, is it? 193. It is actually, yeah. Beautiful golds. I love this time of year. Absolutely glorious. Right, so then, let's go through till December morning, and 9 o'clock is fine. We'll feed the chickens again. Oh God, did I look at the state? Oh, I confused myself. When I go through the months like this, where you're getting through the winter or something like that. Wood chips. I wanted to put, yeah, I want to put that factory down. I'd like to feature that, but we can't afford to do that at the minute. That's it. Yeah, I'm sure it'd be a total waste of time as looking in here because we can't afford it. So we're in December. Let's have a look at our. I'd imagine the Stefan one, the apple juice is full. Now we could of course sell some from that and the rest. Yeah, so we can't make any more. What is the cost of? We could do a sell. We've got another couple of months before we could sell properly. We could sort of sell if it's not terrible. What is the price of apple juice? It's yellow. We would only be selling the 10 tons that's in there, but that's half of that. That's not bad. It would actually produce a bit of cash. Let's do that. Yeah, I think we need the space. Otherwise, what's the point in having something if... Right, so selling, we'll speed up for 1 hour till 10 o'clock. And then we'll at least have a little bit of cash from all of our businesses. We sometimes do need, it's true, to sell at the worst possible time of year. Because you just need the, you need the room, or you need the money. So we want now to put storing again. We were spawning, weren't we, actually? Does that? I don't think it sells what's already got out, does it? It can't. It's like there. Yeah, it's still sort of stuck. Yeah, everything that's out is still out. That's what I thought it did work like that, but yeah, I was just checking that nothing had been changed, because you never know. Things don't always continue to work the way they already have. That's a little bit better though, isn't it? Really? And no, we didn't. Oh, we did actually, yeah, just as that. Oh, we have a mech and a TLX Phoenix. Very, very good price. We could just afford it, but yeah, for this... Oh, did you notice what I noticed? Baby snowman and daddy snowman. Right in there. Amazing. Love touches like that. It is really fantastic. Right, so we'll go through till... Is there anything else in this time-saving stock check? Just check. Make sure we're not missing any, like potatoes are worth a fortune. Or, yeah, these are building up nicely now. I mean, it's the wheat we had a lot of. Obviously, the oats is the one you should look at, or the canola. So they are producing quite a lot. But it's the tates and the sugar beet are the ones that we could actually produce sugar now. Eggs a little tiny bit. Silage a lot. Straw a lot. Tomatoes, strawberries. Now they're the ones I normally sell on a daily basis. The lettuce, tomatoes, strawberries, because they're fairly, yeah, like stable. So right, there's nothing else though. Everything else is, yeah, we could sell those, but I'd like to do other things with them basically. So let's go through till January, I believe. I think we're heading to January. I could have, yeah, I could have been clever actually. Yeah, I could. Although no, because Nikki doesn't like hers used for that type of purpose, for like selling. So no, she penalises you, and I don't blame her. No, because I'm quite happy with that. So we should now be seeing the apple juice is actually January, aren't we? Yeah, we are. But that's a good price. We could sell that again, that other 5 tons, because it is almost, yeah, top price again. And then we'll take the last lot ourselves February morning. Oh no, that's not what you wanted to do. It's speed time up, I believe. Let's take that till 10 o'clock. Yeah, a little bit of a bang. Again, we're not making an absolute fortune. So now we want to be spawning again and going through till tomorrow morning. We do need to feed the chickens though. Let's not get sidetracked where we like not feeding our... No, I would imagine they've probably given birth. 10:29. I'd say they have, and I'd say they've probably filled this now. Obviously, the new ones aren't going to... Yeah, 30 out of 30 are not going to be producing any eggs. So we are up to how much? 380 pieces. So that's good. Let's go through. Did we look at the sales? I don't think we did. Yeah, we did. No, we did. Do apologise for my... Yeah, I get confused with these type of situations where you like doing... So we've got to go through one more month. And this time we've got to literally take our stuff on the TPS do a bit of a tiny time lapse to put it on and sell it wherever we need to sell it. So it's a little bit beyond us, and again it's a 12 metre. It is, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's beyond us even at our... Oh, it's snowing. Right, so feed the chickens. Normal routine. We don't say... Well, the one good thing about having so few chickens is the fact that... Right, so let's grab the... It's now action stations, isn't it, really? It's all hands to the pump and all of that. Right, so let's get this... let's get these... Now, where are we taking them to? Is that the first question I wish to ask? We want the TP. Oh, my life. Okay. Well, we have... That's not at all what I wish to happen, but... Sarika forgot to put brakes on it, obviously, when he created this thing. Well, he's probably relying on the owner not letting go on a hill. Probably is more, yeah, what's really true. Let's just stick that on the back. I didn't think it was that much of a hill. It is obviously far worse than you think. If we stick that there, oh, that's not really what I wanted to do either. Yeah, that'll do nicely. It'll roll back a little. Right, so TPS, which I believe is actually got the little John Deere right in front of it, and then we're going to go into a brief time lapse. Yeah, I will put a little shed down as well, but we have got that. Yeah, I'm not forgetting the fact we have an asset in that wood chips that we chopped to make that sort of space. And we could either extend the field, I'm not going to, or we could put productions in, or even I think a little shed, because the storage on the farm isn't terribly fantastic. Now then, so as we don't get beat, I'm going to switch the traffic off so we don't, just for while we do this. I hate switching the traffic off though, because you sort of forget, or I do anyway. So a sensible person would switch that off about now, and then we can freely go on the other side of the road. It's that one there, and traffic off for a minute. And then we're going to stick this here, like so. And then I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming out of this because this may or may not be something we want. So I thought it's 50,000. Let's have a look and see. And if like we don't like it, then we never bought it. I just like to look at the cycles and see what it actually. Yeah, I mean I can see what it actually does. But what I mean is like to see if it's something that is going to be useful to us or whether this never happened. And then next session I'll go through the last month, and so it's another production shed. 4,800, 2 for 1. It's standard. No, it's standard Giants recipes for something that really I could do. I hate slating this when map makers do this sort of thing, but what I'm trying to say is it's 50,000 for something that I could buy a big Omatana factory for 50,000 that did an awful lot more than that and actually would be useful for us. So that never happened. Just it's the only way in the game you can actually see what things do, isn't it? That's what I mean. So there's no point in shifting this because this is never going to happen. So yeah, do we? Yeah, obviously we will have 100 and something. I don't know. I think it's too big for us. I think really for this particular map, if we don't get anything in the morning, which I doubt we will, we've got to look and see what we're going to do. Really, I think sugar's not a bad thing. We've got quite a bit of build-up of potatoes. The Omatana factory probably is the thing that would work best with all of the crops that we've actually grown through our greenhouses. So yeah, if you look how much. Why have we got 31? Oh, the apples. 31 tons of apples. Actually, I was wrong then. It looks like to me that we've got way too many apples for our apple juice factory. Really? Yeah, it could do with ramping up. That would cost us a fortune. Might be worth doing once, because then it would probably be able to cope with. It would also double the storage, so it's not a bad idea to actually perhaps do that. I don't think we can do it now. We probably could with all the money we'd got back, and it isn't probably a bad thing. It would give us breathing room, and we could just sell properly, but it would cripple us again right now. So I suppose we could do it later in the year, really. So all that remains to be said for this session is we didn't quite get through the winter, but we nearly did. Is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this beautiful map, and I am not having a go, Kalle. Yeah. It's fantastic when people do these type of things, but it is like with, I mean, the map makers normally put the Giants productions on, and I never buy them ever. And from their perspective, for me personally, it's wasted effort on their part, but it's part of the game, so they're going to do that. It is, but I'm never going to use them. I mean, except like Neverland, where you get given some of the productions very kindly by the map maker, and I incorporated it, but I would never have done that. I did sort of, not grumble, I did sort of make noises in that direction when I was on Neverland, that I would never have gone for those ones. I would have put some super duper mod ones. Again, I do try to go for balanced ones. I mean, I'm the first to sort of give Giants credit, and also I will definitely loudly talk about things like the cereal factory fiasco that really makes no economic sense at all. Was the biggest white elephant ever that you should never buy, because you'll be lucky to break even. You'll actually, if there is I don't know if you get building maintenance for them. If you do, you're going to lose. It's that close. You make a few hundred and it's an expensive factory too, so you'd spend a fortune. The recipe's terrible. You'd be better off to sell the inputs. You'd about break even without having to waste 80 odd grand, or I think it is 80,000 that one, or it could be 110. It could be the dear one, and you waste 100. And not just that, you need an awful lot of room for it, as you've got production costs and then you've got building costs, I think. And the bottom line is you will lose money. It's the worst recipe ever designed, and there are a few like that where it makes no sense. I mean, I love the vegetables. Obviously I did that on a grand scale on Zilonka, but the factories didn't work properly. It doesn't do what it says on the tin. The cycles per month, because I tried it with just one, and it didn't work properly. I tried it with two. I thought, well, perhaps you get penalised if you put two in and it doesn't, and it was nothing to do with that. It didn't matter if you left one product. The cycles on those giants factory, whether they were broken at the time, because there were some things that were broken about Sri Lanka, like the train throwing all of my products off every single day. That was a bit nasty, but I persevered, and we manually loaded the things up a lot better than we did on that one. It is awful. It's surprising how uneven angles on the floor can make such a huge difference to how you grab your pallets and that. So if I'd have realised it was going to cause trouble as it has, I would have done it where we were loading the other way onto our back roads. Oh, that reminds me, yes. Mind you, we can't save it, so that means traffic's going to... Oh no, traffic's a global setting. It doesn't care about me saving it or not. Yeah, I can do this. I think. Well, that's a good test. Yep. Anyway, I'm not going to whinge and... yeah, no, what I'm trying to say, though, is I'm trying to be balanced. I try most of my mods. There's a couple of cheeky ones that I've got, and I don't class the production shed as one of those. The Matana's good, the production shed's good. Death's Pledges, homebrewed is fantastic, and not really terribly cheeky. I think the only one that I think is a little bit cheeky is the Manure Factory Fight by FS22. It triples the amount, but that's nowhere near as outrageous as the seed one that does like 186 times. No, it's not quite that, but it is a lot. Yeah, I looked at it again a few months back when I was on, and it is tremendously. I mean, if you want to make money, put that down, stick seeds in, and you'll make insane amounts of profits. But I always ask, if you do that, Liz, what did I deserve that? It's just a freak, really, of that type of thing. But then again, I suppose you could equally say the same about like the Missy B slurry yard and things like that. So it's a matter of perspective, really. It's how you feel about if something's fair or not fair or whatever, really. So yeah, it's your game. You play by your rules. That's the bottom line as far as I've got to say. Right, and on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now.